So when you were in Ozone Park, you got along well with John Gotti, even after the murder of Castellano.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got along great with him. He always looked out. Yeah, I talk about it all the time. I knew him since I'm a kid. I mean, I met him when I was 13 years old. My father knew him longer than that. My father knew him since he was a teenager when he first moved into East New York from the Bronx. Originally, he was from the Bronx, and then he moved into East New York, Brooklyn. So my father knew him since he was a kid. And I met him when I was 13 years old. I met him at the club, at the Bergen Hut Fish Club in Ozone Park. And he was he always looked out for me. I had a great relationship with him. Always helped me. Loved my mother. Looked out. My first wife. He loved my first wife, Alice. He knew our whole family from East New York, the Mayones.
Yeah.
I had a great relationship with him. He never yelled at me, never abused me, and I was in a lot of trouble all the time. He was good to me. He always helped me, even when I was fucking around with the cocaine. I had a cocaine problem. He never belittled me. He always looked out for me. And when I got out of treatment, the guy bought me a car.
Yeah,
he was the boss. He was the boss of the. I went to see him, and he told me, he took me outside, and he asked me, what could I do for you? I don't want you getting stressed out. He told me.
Wow.
Yeah. And I.
So when he was the boss of the game,
he was the boss,
and
he was the boss.
He bought you a car. Okay.
He bought me a car, and he loaned me, and he gave me $2,000.
Wow. Okay, that's a good boss.
Yeah. Well, I didn't look at him as my boss. He was my friend. He just treated, for some reason, him and I had like a bond. Like he for some reason, he just liked me. I guess,
a connection.
And he liked the fact that I was a convict, that I went to jail when I was a kid, at 23. Because a lot of guys, believe it or not, a lot of wise guys, mob guys, they never did a day in jail.
Wow.
For some reason, he would lean over to me and he would tell me, "You think these guys ever ate a fucking bologna sandwich in a bullpen? Like they don't, like we had like a little." And then and he also liked that we were both Scorpios. Don't ask me why. I don't know why.
Oh, okay.
But his birthday is October 27th, and my birthday is October 29th.
Oh, okay.
So we were both Scorpios. So yeah, he always looked out for me. Oh, always looked. We used to write letters to my family when he was away and I was away. And my father, I still have the letters. He write letters to my wife Alice. Give Anthony and Andy my love, and he would write. When he got arrested, he told this kid gets all bad breaks and. So I had a great relationship with him. A lot of people want me to badmouth him and this and that, but you know what? Listen, he was what he was. He was a gangster.
Right.
He was good to me.